Yeah, man. We in Harlem right now. Got the new varsities on the street.
Born into a world that blends glitz with grit, Christian Casey Combs, better known by his stage name King Combs, took his first breath on April 1, 1998, in Los Angeles, California, already entangled in a legacy of hip-hop greatness and Hollywood elegance. As the son of Sean Diddy Combs, a titan of music, fashion, and entrepreneurship, and the late Kim Porter, a beloved model and actress, Christian was cradled by fame from the moment he arrived, raised in luxurious homes across Los Angeles, Miami, and New York. But beneath the shimmering lifestyle and high-profile upbringing was an unspoken pressure that few could understand, the expectation to live up to a name that had already defined an era. While his peers were navigating ordinary teenage years, Christian was learning how to move through a world where every gesture was magnified, every misstep criticized, and every success compared to the colossal legacy of his father. From red carpets to recording studios, the spotlight was relentless, and the whispers of doubt echoed louder with each passing year. His mother, Kim Porter, played a central role in grounding him, instilling values of humility, discipline, and resilience amidst the chaos of celebrity life. She was his moral compass, the anchor that reminded him that authenticity would always outshine image. But in 2018, tragedy struck when Kim passed away unexpectedly at the age of 47, shaking Christian to his core and leaving a void that no wealth or fame could fill. Her death was a turning point, not only a personal loss but also a defining moment in his journey as an artist and a man. Determined to honor her memory, Christian turned to music with a renewed sense of purpose, channeling his grief into lyrics and his ambition into action. At the same time, he was facing growing scrutiny from critics who labeled him a nepo baby, accusing him of coasting on his father's success without earning his own stripes. Rather than shy away from the label, Christian confronted it head-on, using the Combs legacy not as a shield but as fuel. He immersed himself in the craft, drawing inspiration from the golden age of hip-hop while sharpening his own sound and style, determined to step out of his father's shadow and create a light of his own. His early years were not just defined by privilege, they were shaped by pressure, loss, and an unrelenting desire to prove that talent, not lineage, would be the cornerstone of his rise. With a foundation built on family, faith, and fierce determination, King Combs was ready to face the world not as a carbon copy of Diddy, but as a force of his own design. When King Combs officially stepped into the music industry spotlight in 2016 by signing with Bad Boy Records, the legendary label founded by his father, critics were quick to chalk it up to nepotism, dismissing his entrance as yet another industry shortcut for the privileged. But Christian Combs wasn't interested in riding coattails. He was determined to lace up his own boots and walk a path that demanded both talent and tenacity. His debut single Feeling Savage dropped in 2017, offering a glimpse of his sound, a throwback to the 90s golden era with a polished modern twist. It was more than a song, it was a statement. Here was a young artist unafraid to echo the vibe of his father's heyday, while confidently delivering it through his own lens. But the breakthrough didn't come until 2018, when his mixtape 90s Baby hit the streets. The project wasn't just music, it was a mission statement. Drawing inspiration from the likes of Mace, Biggie, and of course Diddy, King Combs curated a body of work that paid homage to hip-hop's golden age while staking a bold claim on its future. The standout track, Love You Better, featuring Chris Brown, catapulted him into the mainstream, with infectious hooks and smooth delivery that showcased his ability to hold his own alongside seasoned stars. This wasn't just the son of a mogul anymore, this was a contender. The turning point came in 2022 when he released Can't Stop Won't Stop, featuring Kodak Black. The single didn't just dominate the airwaves, it made history. By topping the Billboard mainstream R&B/hip-hop airplay chart, King Combs and his father became the first ever father-son duo to both achieve that feat, further blurring the line between inherited fame and earned success. It was the kind of milestone that silenced doubters and marked a definitive moment in Christian's evolution, from a young artist with a famous name to a fully realized performer, with a story of his own. Yet music was only one layer of the persona he was building. In every interview, appearance, and verse, King Combs made it clear this wasn't about playing a role in a family empire, it was about rewriting the script altogether. As fans flocked to his growing catalog and critics reconsidered their stance, Christian's presence in the music world transformed from novelty to necessity. His journey from industry skepticism to commercial validation not only proved his staying power, but also solidified the beginning of a new Combs dynasty, one rooted not in inheritance, but in hustle, sound, and self-made swagger. While music served as King Combs' primary stage, fashion became the runway where he amplified his identity, elevating his presence from rising artist to full-blown cultural force. From the moment he stepped onto the scene, it was clear that style wasn't just an accessory for Christian, it was a statement of power, legacy, and individuality. He burst into the high-fashion world with the same fearless energy he brought to music, landing coveted gigs with designers like Dolce & Gabbana, where he turned heads on runways in Milan and New York, drawing comparisons to seasoned models despite his relatively fresh entry into the scene. His modeling career wasn't a vanity project, it was strategic branding that aligned perfectly with the image of a modern hip-hop prince, poised, polished, and unbothered by the industry gatekeeping that typically slows new faces. But King wasn't content being a mannequin for other brands, he wanted to build one of his own. Enter 88 by King Combs, his self-designed fashion line that fuses Harlem attitude with Beverly Hills extravagance, a direct reflection of the two worlds he straddles. The brand name, inspired by his birth year's cultural backdrop, represents more than apparel. It's an aesthetic, a mindset, and a nod to the era that birthed his family's dynasty. The pieces, ranging from bold streetwear staples to upscale leisure looks, quickly gained traction among fans and influencers alike, showing that King's sense of style wasn't borrowed, it was built from experience. His social media became a portfolio of influence, packed with curated looks, campaign teasers, and behind-the-scenes glimpses of photo shoots and collaborations that showcased his command over visual storytelling. In partnership with Puma, he pushed further into the athleisure space, merging performance and luxury into collections that resonated with a generation obsessed with both comfort and clout. These ventures weren't just boosting his net worth, they were expanding his empire beyond music and into the broader realm of lifestyle branding. King Combs wasn't merely following in his father's fashion-forward footsteps, he was carving out his own lane with a unique blend of vintage inspiration and next-gen edge. His ability to translate his personal taste into marketable trends has earned him respect not just as an artist or model, but as a fashion entrepreneur with vision. By the time 2025 arrived, King had already proven he could dominate a photo shoot as effortlessly as he could a recording booth, and his growing presence in the style world made one thing abundantly clear: this wasn't a side hustle, it was a full-fledged movement. With every drop, collab, and campaign, he's not just dressing for success, he's designing it. Tucked deep within the lush, star-studded hills of Beverly Hills lies King Combs' crown jewel, a $45 million estate that doesn't just scream wealth, it defines it. At over 18,000 square feet, this mansion isn't a home, it's a kingdom. From the moment you step through the grand foyer, greeted by a custom crystal chandelier and soaring ceilings, the tone is set. This is where hip-hop royalty resides. The open concept layout flows effortlessly, with floor-to-ceiling windows pulling in California sunlight and framing breathtaking views of the Los Angeles skyline. The living room, furnished with plush custom-designed sofas and a sleek modern fireplace, offers a space that seamlessly blends comfort and opulence, ideal for anything from an intimate gathering of friends to a gala bursting with industry elites. At the heart of the mansion lies a kitchen that could rival five-star restaurants, outfitted with double ovens, a professional-grade gas range, built-in espresso machine, and an oversized island perfect for prep or casual dining. The adjacent breakfast nook, with its panoramic view, turns morning coffee into a moment of serenity, while the dining room, a showstopper seating 20 beneath a designer chandelier, hums with luxury and grandeur, wired with a state-of-the-art sound system for ambiance or speeches. Yet it's the master suite that truly redefines extravagance, taking up an entire wing and boasting a private lounge, a home office designed for entrepreneurial command, and a bathroom so lavish it could double as a spa retreat. We're talking rainfall showers with multiple jets, a soaking tub rivaling those at Bali resorts, dual vanities, and a private sauna for unwinding after a day in the spotlight. Additional bedrooms, each with its own en-suite bathroom, ensure every guest is treated to 5-star comfort, with amenities like heated floors and smart mirrors programmed for perfect lighting. For visiting VIPs, there's a guest suite on the main level with its own entrance, ensuring privacy and prestige. Descend to the lower level and you're transported into an entertainer's paradise, a full bar, 2000 bottle wine cellar, poker table, billiards area, and private screening room with plush recliners and surround sound for premiere-worthy movie nights. Step outside, and the fantasy continues. The outdoor kitchen is a culinary dream, built-in grill, pizza oven, and wet bar designed for elegant cocktail hours or wild summer parties. The al fresco lounge features custom seating and a fire perfect for LA nights. Smart home tech runs the estate from security to lighting, with a system robust enough to rival those used in corporate compounds. This property doesn't just reflect King Combs' status, it amplifies it. It's a real estate statement piece that says he's not just living in luxury, he's mastered it. Every inch of this Beverly Hills mansion speaks to a life curated with precision, where privacy meets performance, and every detail screams success. From the golden coastlines of California to the sun-drenched shores of Florida, King Combs' Miami Beach estate is a $32 million retreat that fuses tropical decadence with coastal cool, creating the ultimate paradise for a young mogul who knows how to balance hustle and hedonism. Spanning 14,000 square feet of waterfront perfection in one of Miami's most exclusive enclaves, this mansion is more than just a luxurious getaway, it's a statement of ease, energy, and elite status. As soon as you walk into the home, you're hit with an overwhelming sense of openness, thanks to a fluid design where walls of glass bring the vibrant colors of the Miami sky and sea right into the living space. The main living area is anchored by oversized sectional sofas, a minimalist yet bold coffee table, and a sleek modern fireplace that gives the space warmth without sacrificing edge. The layout flows like a well-produced beat, with rooms interconnected to encourage movement, mingling, and music. The kitchen is a masterpiece in itself, with double refrigerators, a 6-burner stove, and a wine cooler that looks like it belongs in a Michelin-starred restaurant. A massive island with barstool seating serves as both prep station and hangout hub, while the butler's pantry tucked just behind the main kitchen makes large-scale entertaining feel effortless and immaculate. For more formal dining, a custom 16-seat table beneath a jaw-dropping chandelier offers a setting that's part luxury, part laid-back glamour, all wired with smart lighting that shifts the mood with the touch of a button. Just steps away, the family room is built for nights in or Sundays on the sofa, with a cinema-sized flat screen and immersive surround sound that transforms the space into a personal media cave. The master suite is essentially a boutique hotel within the mansion, a serene bedroom with its own sitting area and private balcony, where King Combs can sip his morning espresso while soaking in the skyline or unwind with a sunset toast. Spa-quality bathroom includes a freestanding tub, glass-encased multi-head shower, and dual vanities that gleam like they were carved from luxury catalog pages. A dedicated dressing room ensures red carpet prep is a seamless ritual. 6 additional bedrooms, each with their own en-suite bathrooms, continue the theme of pampered elegance, boasting smart showers, heated towel racks, and premium finishes. There's even a guest suite with a kitchenette and private entrance, designed with the same level of care and privacy you'd find in a luxury hotel. Outside, things only get more indulgent. The infinity pool flows effortlessly into the horizon, with an integrated hot tub and cabana area outfitted with a sleek bar and lounge seating. The outdoor kitchen isn't just functional, it's a dream setup with a grill, smoker, and pizza oven, all designed for those unforgettable nights that stretch into sunrise. A dedicated outdoor dining space rounds it out with seating, and a fire feature that adds warmth to the party long after the sun goes down. This Miami mansion is King Combs' playground, his chill zone, and his luxury base of operations all in one. It reflects his love for vibrant energy, tropical beauty, and high-end relaxation, a blend of turn-up and tranquility that perfectly matches the persona he's spent years crafting in music and fashion. Every inch of this property speaks to a life of intentional luxury, making it clear that for King Combs, even downtime is done in designer detail. While King Combs may thrive under the bright lights of Los Angeles and the electric pulse of Miami, his Aspen retreat tells a different story, one of quiet sophistication, alpine seclusion, and a deep appreciation for refined escape. Nestled high in the snowy peaks of Colorado's most exclusive ski town, his $20 million mountain estate stands as a rustic luxe sanctuary, built for both rejuvenation and revelry. With 10,000 square feet of chalet-style architecture, the home perfectly fuses old-world charm with modern technology, creating a cocoon of comfort and elegance, where hip-hop meets high altitude. The main living space welcomes guests with a dramatic vaulted ceiling, exposed wooden beams, and a roaring stone fireplace that anchors the entire, making it as visually stunning as it is cozy. Plush sofas, fur throws, and leather armchairs invite long conversations, warm drinks, or quiet solitude after a day on the slopes. The home's open concept design flows smoothly into a state-of-the-art kitchen that combines mountain aesthetics with five-star functionality. It features a sub-zero fridge, double oven, gas range, an expansive island topped with polished stone, providing ample space for prepping gourmet meals or enjoying laid-back breakfasts. A nearby breakfast bar seats 6, and a hidden walk-in pantry ensures that supplies for both daily meals and lavish après-ski gatherings are always within reach. The dining room carries the same intimate, elevated energy, with a custom 12-seat table, made from reclaimed wood and outfitted with a smart lighting system that adjusts to mood and occasion. Nearby, a cozy media room with oversized cushions, surround sound, and blackout curtains provides the perfect space for movie nights or binge sessions by the fire. But it's the master suite that truly captures the essence of luxury meets nature. With its own fireplace, sitting lounge and private balcony that opens up to panoramic mountain views, the bedroom feels more like a retreat within a retreat. The attached bathroom rivals any five-star spa, complete with a deep soaking tub, a steam shower with rainfall heads, heated floors, and dual vanities that reflect both function and style. There's even a private dressing room outfitted with custom shelving and soft lighting, making red carpet prep or casual mornings equally seamless. The home includes 4 additional guest bedrooms, each boasting their own en-suite bathrooms, complete with rainfall showers, heated towel racks and natural stone finishes that elevate every moment. A separate guest suite with its own entrance allows for extra privacy, ideal for friends, family or visiting collaborators. Outside, the estate continues to impress with snow-covered terraces, a cedar hot tub for late-night soaks under the stars, and a built-in fire that turns any evening into a memory. Every corner of this Aspen hideaway reflects King Combs' understanding of luxury, not just in size or price, but in the atmosphere it creates. It's a space where he can reset, create, and retreat from the noise of fame, while still living surrounded by beauty and comfort. As the most affordable of his properties at $20 million, this mountain estate still radiates the same level of intentionality and class that defines his entire real estate empire. It's not just a home, it's a haven, and yet another reminder that even when King Combs retreats, he does it with unmatched taste and total style. If homes are the thrones of modern royalty, then cars are the chariots, and King Combs rides nothing short of supreme. His car collection is a carefully curated fleet that blends aggressive power, refined luxury, and undeniable swagger, perfectly reflecting the image he's built as a young mogul in the making. At the top of his lineup sits the crown jewel, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a rolling monument to status and style, priced at a jaw-dropping $600,000. With its iconic grille, whisper quiet ride, and bespoke leather interiors that resemble the cabin of a private jet, the Phantom is less about transportation and more about arrival. Whether he's cruising down Rodeo Drive or pulling up to the BET Awards, this vehicle sends a clear message: King Combs doesn't just move, he glides. It's the ultimate expression of his legacy meets luxury persona, combining the prestige of old-school hip-hop royalty with the elegance of new-school success. But when he's looking to dial up the energy and let loose, Christian swaps refinement for raw power in the form of his Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. At over $550,000, this beast is all edge and adrenaline. slicing through city streets with a roar that could stop traffic in its tracks. Its low-slung profile, fighter jet design, and 770 horsepower V12 engine make it the kind of ride that doesn't just demand attention, it seizes it. This isn't just a car, it's a power play, a symbol of velocity, fearlessness, and the kind of ambition that doesn't know how to slow down. For King Combs, it's the ideal metaphor for his artistic drive, sleek, fast, and unapologetically bold. Rounding out his top three is the Mercedes-Benz S-Class Maybach, a ride that whispers luxury with every understated detail. At a relatively modest $200,000, this car is what Christian uses when the moment calls for quiet dominance, when meetings replace music videos and negotiations take the wheel. With executive rear seating, ambient lighting, and tech that responds to the softest voice commands, the Maybach is the epitome of modern sophistication and subtle flex. It's ideal for business travel, late-night city cruising, or simply unwinding in plush comfort between engagements. And while his father Diddy may boast a garage that resembles a showroom, with over 20 high-end cars, Christian is steadily building his own empire on wheels, prioritizing vehicles that reflect his identity and narrative. Each ride in his collection serves a purpose and tells a story: the Phantom for prestige, the Lambo for passion, and the Maybach for presence. Beyond their jaw-dropping price tags, these vehicles are extensions of King Combs' personal brand, fiercely stylish, remarkably versatile, and always camera-ready. In a world where appearances matter as much as performance, King Combs proves that he doesn't just follow trends, he accelerates through them, one luxury car at a time. Behind the designer shades, viral hits, and luxury mansions lies the beating heart of King Combs' identity, a young man shaped by deep family bonds, personal tragedy, and a quiet loyalty that holds everything together. While his public life is marked by flashing cameras and Fashion Week spotlights, it's his private world that truly defines him. As a member of the sprawling and dynamic Combs family, Christian grew up in a web of half-siblings, blended households, and complex relationships, all bound by the larger-than-life figure of his father, Sean Diddy Combs. With siblings like Quincy Brown, Justin Dior Combs, Chance Combs, twins Delilah Starr, and Jesse James Combs, and baby sister Love Sean Combs, Christian is part of a tight-knit tribe that navigates fame as a unit rather than individuals. At the center of his emotional compass was his mother, Kim Porter, whose untimely death in 2018 sent shockwaves through his world. Her passing wasn't just a family tragedy, it was a seismic shift in Christian's life and outlook. Since then, he's paid homage to her legacy through heartfelt social media tributes and musical inspiration, often crediting her with instilling his work ethic and sense of purpose. Her influence still echoes in his interviews, lyrics, and public persona, grounding him in moments when fame might have otherwise taken control. In matters of the heart, King Combs has drawn attention with his high-profile relationship with model and entrepreneur Raven Tracy, whose radiant presence has often accompanied him to exclusive events and yacht parties in Miami. Their chemistry has been the subject of endless speculation online, especially after rumors emerged in 2025, suggesting a possible pregnancy, a claim that has neither been confirmed nor denied. Fans and gossip blogs alike have scoured their Instagram stories for clues, but the couple has remained private, allowing their images to speak louder than any statement. It's the kind of modern romance that balances glamour with real emotion, adding another layer to Christian's multifaceted persona. But even with love and loyalty at the forefront, King Combs hasn't escaped the darker corners of celebrity. In 2024, when federal authorities raided Diddy's properties as part of an ongoing investigation, Christian and his brother Justin found themselves temporarily detained during the Los Angeles operation. Though neither were considered suspects and were released without charges, the media frenzy painted them as guilty by association, forcing Christian to navigate the kind of scandal that could derail a less grounded individual. He responded by focusing even harder on his craft, distancing himself from the noise without ever turning his back on his family. It was a tightrope act that revealed his maturity and resilience, two traits often hidden beneath the glitz. Throughout these challenges, Christian has held firm in his mission to be seen as more than just Diddy's son. He's spoken candidly in interviews about forging his own path, most notably in a 2023 BET appearance where he stated, "I'm here to show the world who Christian Casey Combs is." And with each beat, bar and business move, he's doing just that. His personal life may be complicated, even controversial at times, but it's also rich with love, purpose, and authenticity, a private foundation that fuels his very public rise. In the realm of celebrity, where success often walks hand in hand with scrutiny, King Combs has learned early on that even the brightest spotlight can cast a long shadow. Despite his polished image and relentless work ethic, Christian Combs has not been immune to controversy, a reality that has tested his ability to remain focused amid swirling headlines and speculative gossip. The most explosive of these moments erupted in 2024, when federal authorities executed high-profile raids on several properties owned by his father, Sean "Diddy" Combs, as part of a sprawling investigation tied to allegations that shook the hip-hop world. While the spotlight was firmly on Diddy, the collateral damage reached his sons. During the Los Angeles raid, Christian and his brother Justin were briefly detained for questioning, a moment that ignited a media firestorm and triggered a wave of online speculation about their potential involvement. Though Christian was quickly cleared and never named a suspect, his mere proximity to the situation fueled days of viral coverage, tabloid assumptions, and social media debates that painted him as guilty by association. For someone working so hard to define himself outside his father's legacy, it was a harsh reminder of how fast fame can turn into fodder. But rather than lash out or spiral into defensiveness, Christian took the high road. His legal team issued swift clarifications, and he chose silence over spectacle, allowing the facts to clear his name while he doubled down on his music and fashion ventures. It was a strategic move that showed maturity far beyond his years, a commitment to long-term credibility over short-term headlines. Still, this wasn't the first time Christian had battled the weight of public perception. Throughout his rise, he's faced ongoing criticism for what many label inherited privilege, with online detractors accusing him of riding on his father's coattails and lacking originality. In response, King Combs hasn't dodged the discourse. Instead, he's leaned into it, using interviews and lyrics to assert his individuality and artistic vision. His 2023 BET interview became a defining moment, where he plainly declared, "I'm here to show the world who Christian Casey Combs is, not just Diddy's son." That one sentence became a rallying cry for fans and a point of reflection for critics, marking a clear boundary between legacy and independence. Despite the noise, Christian has stayed consistent in his messaging. Success built on legacy is still earned, and authenticity cannot be manufactured. His approach to scandal has been rooted in grace and strategy, not deflection or drama, which has allowed him to weather storms without derailing his momentum. And in an industry where reputations are as fragile as they are flashy, King Combs has proven that he's not just surviving the spotlight, he's learning to master it. Beyond the glamour, the music, and the designer threads, King Combs has quietly built a reputation for something far more meaningful: his commitment to giving back, growing up, and using his platform with purpose. While his lifestyle might be defined by private jets, red carpets, and million-dollar estates, Christian's values are deeply rooted in something more personal: the legacy of service passed down from his parents, especially the philanthropic foundation laid by Sean "Diddy" Combs. In recent years, Christian has increasingly stepped into this side of his identity, making it clear that he's not just here to be seen, he's here to make an impact. In 2023, he participated in a major charity event in Los Angeles that raised funds for underprivileged youth in the arts, a cause that echoes both his upbringing and his professional journey. He's supported community upliftment programs that empower young creatives, particularly those from under-resourced neighborhoods, ensuring the next generation of artists has access to the tools, mentorship, and exposure they need to thrive. This isn't a PR move, it's a consistent through line in his evolving brand. When he's not in the studio or on the runway, Christian is often involved in youth outreach events, music workshops, and speaking engagements aimed at inspiring ambition while offering a glimpse of what's possible beyond the block. Much like his father's work with the Sean Combs Foundation, King's efforts are designed to close the opportunity gap, giving young dreamers the kind of shot he was fortunate enough to inherit, but has worked tirelessly to earn. He's also been intentional about using his social media, not just for fashion drops or album promos, but for amplifying charitable causes, shining a light on social justice campaigns, and offering behind-the-scenes looks at the initiatives he supports. These moments peel back the celebrity veneer and reveal a young man deeply invested in making a difference, one thoughtful action at a time. It's this maturity that marks his transition from rising star to enduring presence, from industry darling to influential voice. Even his fashion line, 88 by King Combs, has included community-facing campaigns and collaborations with purpose-driven brands, reinforcing that business and impact can go hand in hand. As King Combs continues to evolve, it's becoming clear that the real measure of his success won't be just in the charts he tops or the labels he rocks, but in the lives he touches, the legacy he expands, and the blueprint he creates for what hip-hop royalty can look like when rooted in empathy and driven by intention. For Christian, growing up hasn't meant leaving the spotlight behind, it's meant learning how to shine it on others. King Combs' journey is far more than a headline about hip-hop royalty or a snapshot of inherited luxury. It's the unfolding story of a young man who took a golden ticket and chose to earn every ounce of his shine. From the very beginning, Christian Casey Combs could have coasted, leaned on the name, and stayed comfortably in the echo of his father's legacy. But instead he hustled through skepticism, battled the weight of expectation, and endured public tragedy with a level of grace that belied his age. He didn't just want the throne, he wanted the world to see him build it. With each beat he produces, each lyric he writes, and each fashion campaign he commands, King Combs adds another layer to his narrative, one where image meets integrity, and talent outpaces assumptions. His real estate empire tells a story of success, sure, but also one of vision and calculated ambition. His car collection reflects his appetite for life in the fast lane, not just materially, but artistically. And his growing influence in philanthropic spaces reveals a heart grounded in something more enduring than fame, purpose. Through it all he stayed close to his family, leaned into love, and pushed back against every attempt to define him by someone else's legacy. From the stages of Coachella to the slopes of Aspen, King Combs has made it clear, he's not just Diddy's son, he's his own name, his own empire, and his own blueprint for what it means to lead the next generation of hip-hop elite. As the world watches him ascend not just as an entertainer, but as a mogul in his own right, one thing is certain, this crown wasn't just handed to him, it was built, piece by piece, beat by beat, and move by move. In an industry where many fade after the flash, King Combs is quietly crafting something timeless. His rise isn't loud, but it's deliberate, stylish, and impossible to ignore. So whether he's behind the mic, on the runway, or out changing lives, one truth remains: Christian Combs was born royal, but he's earning every inch of his reign.